Looks like we're live on a Wednesday afternoon. I hope everybody's doing all right. It's the pinnacle of my week. Been looking forward to this all week. Get to share some time with some great people, my Leathercraft family. It's a little hard to say, but if you're new with us, jump on in. You're amongst good friends. You'll see. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Hope everybody's got something good on their work table. We got some fun stuff to talk about, a couple of tricks, a couple of tips. I hope that'll help all of us out, just some odds and ends stuff over a 2 week period. As I'm working along, I'll write something down. Oh, hey, you know what? That would be good on the live, or that would be a good trick or tip. I hope it's interesting and I hope it's worth everybody's time. Loving the names, y'all. I'm so glad to see everybody. Eric, first one in the shop today. It's good to see your name. Hello from Norway, friends. Hello, right back to Norway. Eric, appreciate you taking the time to be here with us. Very cool. Yeah, and I want to because here it's chilly and it's overcast and it's raining and it's just the perfect day to be in the shop. That's exactly right. So from Eric, let's see, yesterday, snow chaos, today, hail. Spring is running late. Oh, luckily I haven't changed the wheels on the car. I don't even know if they sell like snow tires here in Georgia, down here in the South. But I hope at least spring is going to sneak up on us because I'm ready for it. We've had some really pretty weather, but it's been chilly. Christopher Stack is with us. Let's see. Good afternoon from Buffalo, New York. Probably still got a little winter going there, but spring's on its way. It is. Crystal Hennington, Moscow, Idaho is in the shop with us. Crystal, good to see your name pop up. And Lane, London is in the house. Lane, good to talk to you. Good to see you. And good to see your name pop up because what I was thinking is I so want to meet everybody just face to face and a minute to say hello and visit and talk. This is close, but it's just not the real thing. It just isn't the real thing. Got a couple of shows coming up, so that'll help a little bit. That'll help out a little bit. But James Seckington is with us. James, your comments mean more than you know. They really do. Bless your heart. Ralph Morrow. There we go. Northeast Pennsylvania. I'm going to do my best not to talk about Pennsylvania, but live there. Love the people. Love the food. Absolutely. I think it was my best year. In fact, my folks said that was the best grade wise, the best year I had in all of my up through high school. And I agree. Love my teachers. Love the town. We were in Doylestown. Yeah, we talked about that. Anyway, it's enough of that. We're going to talk about leather. I'm going to do my best to keep us on track today. Yeah, right. Anyway, I'm going to try. No, I'm going to try. Let's see. Scott Morgan is with us. Northern Maine, USA. Yeah, dealing with the cold again, but no snow. Oh, but winter left, but someone left the door open. It's not back in, Scott. That's pretty good. Let's see. James Seckington, Georgia Ren Fair is here. Have not had a chance to go. Gotta get down there. If you haven't been to one, go. Even if you're not into the genre, it's a great family day. It really is. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. Crystal, Snow and Hill here. No fun this time of year. Spring is late. Oh, first day of spring. That was when was that? Like a month ago, maybe. Let's see, January, February, March. Is that right? 3 months, 90 days, something in there. Let's see, Ralph Morrow was in the 80s last. Oh, when I saw that, my first thought was, I'm kind of stuck in the 80s too. It was a great decade. But you're talking about temperature. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. But my wife and I made a lot of the music from the 80s, and I was in college and we were young and it was a good time anyway. So that was my first thought, but still in the 80s, that's good. That's good. Don Leadner, all right, from SoCal. Don, good to see your name pop up. Let's see, Scott Morgan, Northern Maine is in the house. That's exactly right. Let's see. Crystal woke up 2 inches of snow on April Fools. Made me laugh so hard. The world is playing jokes. Yeah, spring's a little late this year, but I know I complain and I complain, but somewhere mid-August, I'm gonna be bitching. It's hot. I can't wait for it to cool off. I'm never happy. Maybe we could go from late summer into fall and then late fall into early spring. See, I'd be fine with that. I would be good with that. But anyway, uh, let's see. Jerry, hello from Tennessee. Hello, everyone from Tennessee. Let's Oh, Jerry, I read not going to be at Sheridan. I'm going to miss that. We got to eat dinner with Jerry and his lovely wife last year. I was looking forward to that, Jerry. I'm sorry to hear that. Tourist 79, hello from Hessen, Germany. Oh, everybody's going to, oh, he's going to talk about Germany for 20 minutes. No, I'm not, I promise. Got to go 25 years ago, still talking about it. The people, the food, and the beer. I came home a beer snob. Vice beer. It's the only beer I'll drink now. It really is. I I honed it down, fine-tuned it to just the right beer for me, and I found that in Germany. Oh, Tourist 79, I'm honored you're with us, and I hope it's worth your time. I really do. But jump in, join the families, big family, 8,400 of us. Man, birthdays are going to be a problem. Yeah, what's that? 8,400? What's that divided by 365? How many? What are we going to have to do? Like 3,600 gifts every day just to make sure we get everybody in our family covered? That's a tall order. But anyway, how about just a big happy birthday? Maybe that's the easiest way to go there. But anyway, Tourist 79, glad you're with us. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's see. There's Daniel. Nice. Daniel Reach is with us. Daniel, there we go. Daniel, good. Yamaha biker. Oh man, I'm imagining Chuck has fallen into his leather scrap bin, and much like a turtle is flailing around direction. I wish I had enough room in my scrap bin. I produce a lot of scrap. I really do, and I need to. We've got the churches typically sponsor Boy Scout troops. I just need to. It's on my list. It's on my list. To donate big bin of scraps to the Boy Scouts. It's on my list. I promise it is. But Yamaha biker, that's funny still, nonetheless. I typically that's happened in the past, but let's don't go into that old chestnut, right? Night for today is with us. Greetings all. Oh, who's excited for the grand opening? I know it's 2 weeks, 2 weeks from tomorrow. The big grand opening, 2 weeks tomorrow. I will be there teaching classes, and the classes are only like in the morning. I can't remember if I'm in the morning or afternoon. Probably be good information for me to write. It's not the boss's fault. Yeah, information's there, but anyway, the point is the rest of the day I'll just be in the store, hanging out, talking, helping. I get to work in a retail store again. That I've heard from a close family member, my mom, that I seem to be happiest when I was working in the retail store, and I agree. It's a great job because people, y'all, that was the best part of the job. I get to do that again for a little bit. It's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to that anyway. If you're able to get up to the grand opening, we'll talk about it. But it's a to do. We're going to do a to do. And the people at Weaver, I've been no help whatsoever in this adventure. They have just done everything and it's beautiful. I can't wait I haven't actually even seen it finished. I've just seen it with with the tables and the racks in it. Not populated. Nothing, no, nothing on. Yeah, I can't wait. Anyway, we'll talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, Jerry King, I'm sorry, but not going to make Sheridan this year. Bless your heart. Jerry, I'm gonna miss you, nonetheless. Absolutely. But night for today. Thanks for bringing that one up. Absolutely. Um, let's see. Shane Cessna. What's up, fam? That's the feeling, isn't it? I hope so. I hope so, because I certainly feel that way. We can go just about any country in this world and have a friend. Who else can say that, right? Who else can say, I have 8,400 people in my family? It's a big family. It's hard to see everybody. Right? Boy, birthdays and holidays are a real problem. It's a lot of stops. So anyway, let's see. Daniel Reach, there you are. Daniel Reach, nice. Omar, leather craftsman. Mike Allen. Hello, Chuck from South Dakota is in the shop with us. Very nice. Haven't been to South Dakota, but I would love to see the Dakotas. It's going to happen one day. It's going to happen one day. I've Google Earth. Does anybody Google Earth? And it's kind of like the poor person's world travel, because you could go anywhere and do the street views, right? Click down on the street views, and I'm always in North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho. I'm always going street views out in the middle of the country just to see what it looks like. And I've written a couple of down because it's like, you know what? One day I want to visit there. So, when the lottery lands in my lap, I'm gonna do some cruising. Yeah. I'm holding my breath on that one, right? Yeah. Anyway, okay. So anyway, let's see. Carrie's with us. JR time. Nice job. It's good to see everybody's name popping up. That makes me feel good, y'all. Hope it's worth your time. I hope it's worth your time. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's I've been reading Carrie's comment. Let's see. Brian Hudson, Portland, Oregon, is in the house, almost the exact other corner from us. So, hey, how you doing? But I'm glad you're with us, nonetheless. Tabby Smallwood, morning all. Tabby, good morning, right back to you. Hope you're doing all right. Glad you're with us. Let's see. Mac is with us. Hello from Huddersfield, West Yorkshire. UK is in the house. We got a lot of fans in the UK. Chris should be jumping in here pretty shortly. But Mac, I'm glad you're with us. Glad you're with us. Hope it's worth your time. I really do. So let's see. Ernie Murphy. Ernie won one of the prizes on our fake anniversary of the live because we don't know when the live anniversary is. We can't seem to figure that out. But anyway, Ernie, hope I got the wallet. Got the wallet, I believe. So very nice. Headed to the Black Hills and Yellowstone on the bike this August. Oh, on the bucket list, bike tour of the U.S. Grew up riding dirt, woods. I've never ridden street, but ridden a couple of street bikes, BMW. Oh, that rides itself. Oh, man. Anyway, okay. JR time, bless your heart. We wouldn't be here if we didn't find it worth our time. Bless your heart on that one. Bless your heart. Omar, leather craftsman. I am from Algeria. Algeria is in the shop today. Honored on that one. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see. Robert Little, hot here in Phoenix. That kind of goes without saying. Probably, right? Even in the winter, I imagine to us it's hot there. But Robert, glad you're with us. Oh, there's Bridget. Vincent, I was thinking about you this morning because I don't think I'd seen your name recently. Just hoping you're doing okay, but very cool. From Tucson, yeah, on the road today. Bridget, I was kind of thinking she's probably on the road to a show. That's actually was my thought. Bob Chronister is with us, 82 in Jacksonville. Oh, I bet it is. Getting pretty in Florida. Oh, I bet, man. Viking Lady Designs. Oh, we're seeing some. Oh, y'all, thanks for being with us. It's cool and chilly in North Texas today. Y'all get a lot of North Texas weather, always surprises me because I think we're kind of Atlanta and like Fort Worth, Dallas. I kind of think we're on roughly the same parallel, but y'all seem to get much worse weather than we do and seem to have a whole lot more winter than we do. I need to look at a globe. Do they make those anymore? I want a globe. Those are the cool. I grew up with one of those too. Anyway, let's see. Maury T. Hi, Chuck. How's it going, buddy? Maury, it's going well, and I hope the same for you. Glad you're with us. Very cool. Black Pine Leather Company. Oh man, okay, another South Dakotan here. Hello, friends. Yeah, great place to meet friends. Absolutely. Kind of, a lot of the things on this live, we did it because, we started this because we had the COVID going. Everybody was locked down. Everybody was, inside. It's a way to connect with everybody. But we're still kind of lone wolves. We work in our shop and probably not a lot of people around us do leather work kind of like we do. And it's hard to meet up with people. Maybe another plus to the live is that folks can find other folks nearby, strike up a friendship, and have leather in the middle of it. That would be nice. Leather is just I know you keep saying that, Chuck, over and over. It's a win-win, win-win, and then win-win. It kind of, okay, so I'll explain. Right. Okay, so we love designing the project. That's one of my favorites. We love making it. We love seeing it come out. We love to sell it or give it away. We love to see somebody, the joy when they get it or buy it. And then one more, we love to see them loving it from here on out. Okay. I had to, because I made this. This was probably made in 2010, maybe 11, somewhere in there. For 6 years, I wore this 6 days a week. Yeah, 10 hours a day. Then every video, every show. I wear this pretty much every day. Anyway, it's for my box cutter, a little box cutter sheath. I have deglazed and re-dyed this, I don't know, probably not that many times, 2 or 3 times maybe. That is gonna outlast me. That's got 10, 12, 13 years on it, and it's no worse off than the day I made it. Actually, a little bit better. But also too with that still snaps in there. And even on the clip, I put it at a little bit of an angle, kind of have my box knife at a rakish angle. Ooh. Right? But again, the point is, our stuff just doesn't give out. That's going to be more useful than I will be. And if one of my friends was standing here, they'd go, "Oh, I agree fully. Yeah, I have great friends. I really do." Anyway, all right. So what? Our stuff is going to last longer than we will. Our stuff may last generations, long, probably long past that anybody even knows who made that, right? So anyway, and this one we got to bring this up because that was my first tooled piece. Technically, my first tooled piece. I made that in the 90s. That's got to be in the mid 90s, maybe. I could dye that, put on a top coat today, and nail it onto something, and it'd still look good. We just had the best craft going. I just not a fact. I mean, not a bias. It's a fact. It's the best craft. What other natural material can you do so many things with? We don't even know. I keep trying to do this 100 list. 100 things you can make out of leather. I passed on it. That's in the rear view. I mean, that thing's exploding. And all the time, like from here, I'll get things that I never thought of. Never thought of. One, and I forgot about this, a pump gasket. You remember the old hand pumps, right? It uses a leather gasket. It's a leather cup. I had somebody, oh, I don't know, 40 years ago. Before I had a business, it was just a hobby. Somebody asked me, "Hey, I can't find these. Can you make some or make one for me?" And I did. I wet formed. I made him 2, I believe, and never thought about it. Best gasket for those pumps ever. So we had a great craft. I guess that's where I'm going with this. Just a great craft and great people. You know what? You don't have a great craft with great people. And I almost wrote this down. Actually, I did write this down on my script because today it was like just a thought, celebrate a vibrant craft. Yeah, we've kind of talked about that. We've been on that subject before, but it's such a good point. It's such a good point. I'm a model railroader. We've heard this before. My dad got me into model railroading when I was 5 years old. We had a layout in the back room, and my layout now is like 7 by 22 feet. I mean, it's big, right? It's a dying craft. It's the fact. It's a dying craft. We used to have 5 or 6 great train stores in Atlanta. Now there's like 1.5, and they're little, right? It's still going. It's still going. But leather, look at everything available. I mean, the leathers, just the types of leathers, the tools, the liquids, conchos, buckles, D-rings, O-rings, rivets, squares, screws, right? It's just, we have a vibrant craft, but more than that, it's a very wholesome craft. And who doesn't love a leather product, right? Who doesn't love the smell of leather? Let's don't tell them that the leather isn't what they're smelling because the leather doesn't have any smell. It's kind of the tannage is what we're actually smelling. But it's one of those things, it's just one of those things. I have people from time to time say, "Hey, I want to keep that new leather smell in my car because it goes away." Right. So I always say, or with friends or whatnot, I'll cut up some scraps just in a little box and you can put that under the seat. It doesn't really work so much. It does work. It works very nicely. But on a hot day, a summer day, boy, it smells like leather in your vehicle. So you can kind of sort of keep that new car smell going, but it's leather. That's right. So I'm just waxing. Before we start, I just do a little test on my YouTube channel, just so we make sure we've got, um, audio, am I in focus? Am I in focus? Just to make sure everything's okay. I typically have all anyway, when I started, it's like, weirdly, I kind of, not terribly talkative today. Yeah, right. Yeah. Not hard to get me to talk. The tricks get me to shut up. But anyway, back over here, we've got plenty to talk about. We absolutely do. Fan page is jamming. And how cool is that? Also, I did an interview with Don Gonzalez for Spotify. I don't think it's up just yet. I think I checked last night, but it's under the Lost Trade. Just type in search on Spotify, Lost Trade, Don Gonzalez. He'll pop up. He's got some great interviews on there. And I was worried that we're going to have enough time, enough to talk about. 2.5 hours. It was actually over 2.5 hour long interview. I just can't shut up. And my videos would be a lot shorter too. Like we're doing a Pirate Baldrick coming up. Oh, Pirate. I kind of spilled the beans on that one. I've got it. Well, anyway. Oh man, this is heavy, which is a cool point. And I'll make the point here in a minute. But anyway, so we're going to do a Pirate Baldrick. Now, I'll explain it. I explain it in the video, but I don't have there's only one boarding cutlass out there I want for my collection, and they quit making it. So we had to go with a rapier carrier. Still works. Perfect match. Anyway, I forgot what I was getting. I probably wasn't going anywhere with that. Just the point is, that thing is so heavy. When you hold it with a sword and a flintlock, you put it on your shoulder, it's like it's not even there. If you've never worn a sword on a baldric, hands down, the most comfortable way to wear a sword in a baldric spans 3,000 years of history, goes with just about any costume. Anyway, so, man, there was a point in there somewhere. I'm sorry if I forgot. My wife tells me that's irritating, particularly on the lives. She says, we've met. Sorry. It might come back. Now that I think something detaches, I don't know. Okay. Anyway. All right. Anyway. So anyway, Don Gonzalez, Lost Trade, podcast on Spotify. We did it last Wednesday. He edits. Takes him a few days to get it going, but look at some of the other interviews. I think he interviewed Barry King the week before me. Anyway, it's got some good interviews on there. So let's see. Oh, I need to jump back over here. Leslie Mills. Leslie, sorry about that. This goes faster than this. Always has. Leslie, nonetheless, Artisan Leather, Mills, New Zealand. Man, New Zealand is in the shop. I'm honored. Gosh, it's got to be 2, 3 in the morning over there. I'm not sure, but New Zealand, that's on my list of one of the countries I want to visit. And that's like in the top 3 or 4. Absolutely. Again, Google Earth. I go to New Zealand all the time. I'm not technically there, but Street View, spin around, look at oh man, I can't. Leslie, if I make it to New Zealand, I'll certainly let you know. We'll get together and we'll eat something good and talk leather. I promise. Let's see. Rodney Smith, Kentucky. Oh man, bluegrass. Oh, Kentucky. Bourbon and bluegrass. Oh man. Love the state of Kentucky. Another Rodney, glad you're with us. I know. I just love everywhere I've been. It is what it is. So let's see. Dean is with us. Dean, Minnesota. Let's see. Good. Black Pine Leather Company. Don Gonzalez. He's just one of the, I can see why we talked for 2.5 hours. Just one of those folks. It's just so easy to talk to. It's very comfortable demeanor, friendly. Oh man, I know. I say, oh, crap. I hope we got enough to talk about. So anyway, Chris Gould is with us. There's Chris. All right. I'll let you, Chris, showing the holster for that flintlock has got one of my friends thinking. Now he said you can make me. Oh boy. Oh, well, there goes another project on the list. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, the flintlock, technically they were called pistol buckets back in the day. Because they were buckets. And so this is kind of a hybrid holster bucket kind of thing. But anyway, I mean, yeah, the buckets were for the horse typically because they were about that big around and about that long. They're huge. Anyway, so Mama Brew. Oh, I just like that name. Mama Brew, glad you're with us. Very cool. Gregory Lightfoot, South Africa is in the shop. Thanks for all your videos, and I like your workshop setup in the video. Oh, Gregory, appreciate it. I'm glad you're with us. Hope it's worth your time. I hope you have a good time and say hello to a very big family. Yeah, 8,400. That's right. I know I keep saying that. I'm amazed. We got a big family. Anyway, all right. So let's see. Leather Action One is with us. Hope everyone has a great week. Sounds like Leather Action One has to bail out. It's okay. Know how that is. Work, life, family, house, yard. Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot. So let's see. Oh, Shane Cessna, cool. Uh, oh, let's see. My foreign exchange daughter. No kidding. From France? No kidding. It's a beautiful language. Um, let's see. Needed a purse for prom. Oh, no kidding. I used Chuck's leather clutch video to make her a purse and got to surprise her with. She loves it. Need I say more? Best craft ever. Shane, I bet it's but if you get a chance now that she's got it, it's gone. She's not gonna let go of it. But Shane, if you get a pic, put that on the fan club. I'd love to see a picture of that. That how cool is that? For prom, no less. That is a to-do. And not oh man, that's cool. How cool is that? How cool is that? Greatest craft ever. All right. Uh Oh, Scott Morgan. I'm sorry, Scott. On the fan page, it's on Facebook. It's the Chuck Dorsett fan page on Facebook. Yeah. Oh, you're going to see some beautiful work. I spin through there and sometimes wonder, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm the one that ought to be sitting in this chair because damn, the work is Jurgen. Oh, Jurgen Volbach. He's a great, if you want to meet Jurgen, go to a show. Oh man, he is great. You're going to have a great time. If you're within the vicinity of Jurgen, he is a great person. Let's see, Don Leadner. Yeah, I'll be at Sheridan. I'll be at Sheridan. Jerry won't be, but yeah, I'll be at Sheridan this year. Yeah, teaching 2 classes on hand sewing and let's see, judging. I'm a judge in the leather debut and I'll be in the booth. So it's going to be a whirlwind. They always are. They always are. That's one of those shows where you go from 7 in the morning till 11 midnight. Worth every minute. It is worth every minute. I'll sleep when I get home. But yeah. Don, I'll be at Sheridan this year. I'll be at Sheridan, the grand opening, and the Blade Show here in Atlanta. So, yeah, Dean, what is spot if I? Yeah, I know. Us older guys, right? Yeah, I know. I'm with you. Let's see. Nan Parsons is with us. Very nice. Nan, good to see your name pop up. All right, so let's do this. Let's jump over. I got to get some of the housekeeping done here. All right, let's see. Inventory. We're crafters. I'm not going to keep an inventory list, but you'll see where I'm going with this. All right, so snaps, line 24 snaps. I have 2,300 of these in my shop. And you think, when you say that, it's like, oh, I have like two big, nice 1,000 count bags of line 24s and maybe part of it. They're like 18 different bags. Where does all this come from? I am a crap magnet. I cannot rivet setters. Now, outside of class use, which actually means I have like 25 rivet setters in my shop and 25 line 24 setters. And outside of that, in my little box over here, I've probably got like 9 or 10 rivet setters. I've got 9 or 10 line 24 snap setters. I've got stuff coming out of my ears. And it's not that I work for Weaver and they ship me whatever I need. I try to be very cool about what I order, right? It's just the stuff that I've accumulated over 40 years of being in leather. I need to have like a leathercraft yard sale. Okay, but all right, who's got this problem, right? Is it just me? Anyway, what I'm getting at is keeping a little bit of inventory in our shop and kind of not really rivets or screws, little things like that we typically usually have in our shop. I'm kind of talking about mid-level stuff like buckles, D's, conchos, squares, O's, stuff that I like to use and like, the finishes I like. I love the antique nickel and the antique copper. So I keep a lot of these in my shop. So the point is I kind of trying to put the cart before the horse here. When I order some D's Rose, I'll get a couple of sizes because it's another 65 cents, right? The point is that I've got this stuff in my shop and not in great quantities like I do, but like if we're more a crafter, we're budget and budget is for me, it's always the determiner. But the point is, if wow, Chuck, will you get to it? Yeah, probably not. Is that if we start a project and I'm bad about this, we're hot on a project and mull it like I'm at work during that, I'm mulling over the designs, which I love doing. Makes work go a lot faster. So that when I get home, I'm ready. I don't have the right buckles. I don't have the right D's. I don't have the well, sometimes that can happen, but when that happens to me, the problem is my project, it might get put aside. It might get set aside. Now, if I were the kind of person that was organized enough to keep a list in my shop of things I want to order, and when I start this project, I'm going to go ahead and immediately place that order because it's going to take me 2 days to get the design fine tuned and to start cutting. And by the time I get to assembly, that stuff will ship to me. If I were an organized person, that would be a great system. But I'm not. I'm not. The point is, I'd like to keep a number of things. Now, everybody pitch in with your opinion of just some things that you like to keep in your shop because I don't want to get all ready to go on a project and then I don't have the right buckles or I don't have the right anything. Conchos, particularly with me, I'll always order. Like if I'm going to make a belt and I'm out, I'll order 5 or 6, right? Usually that's more than enough for a belt, but typically what I'll do is like, oh, screw it. Let's just order a dozen. It's not much more money. I'm not paying the shipping technically, 5 cents more in the shipping. But now I have these in stock. When I'm ready to jump into a project, I've got what I need. Now, Weaver, we carry, I don't know how many, 3,000, 3,200 products. We don't have to keep all of those in stock, but it's more like the stuff that I like certain buckles or certain O's or certain D's, sizes, finishes. It's not a really big list, when we kind of sit down and think about it. Just the point is, and I'm not talking from a weaver side, hey, y'all, buy more stuff. Buy more. No, I'm kind of more from the crafter side because it's so frustrating to me to be ready to go. I walk over to the mall. I need 4 1-inch antique nickel D's. I have 3. I have 2. I'm almost there. Oh, man. Now the product almost gets set aside. I may pick it up. I may not. If I don't, that's awful. That's awful. But anyway, so that's the point. It's just trying to keep a little inventory in our shop so we can keep rolling when we're ready. That's all I'm saying. So not big money, but just odds and ends that are big help to you. Uh Oh, Viking Lady Designs. I always think I have everything I need, and then halfway through a project, I realize I need more of something. Never fails. I'm waxing on here about keeping stuff in stock. It's never been a help. That's well, I don't need to do that, but y'all should, right? Right? Don't do as I say, right? Yeah, that thing, that old chestnut, right? But even the most, you're right. It's like what is it? All they've every time they invent an idiot-proof product, a newer idiot is invented, right? Yeah, right. It's the nut behind the wheel, right? I know. In a perfect world, which I don't live in. So anyway, okay. Aaron S. I have a rhymes with candy right near me too. I found that it's worth the wait to order Weaver products for most things. Aaron S. Bless your heart. I thank you for that comment. I do fully agree. I do fully agree. Um, it's not just because I work for Weaver, and this is funny. I when I used to work for them, loved it, loved them. We're very friendly competitors, absolutely. But when I worked for them, I've said this a number of times. You start here, but you graduate to Weaver. I swear I said that. I never knew I would work for Weaver, working for Weaver years out. It's just the way it is. But in the industry, we kind of know that. They're good at the grassroots, bringing new folks in. That's it's known throughout the industry. It absolutely is. But once you kind of get up to speed, you bump up to a higher quality, a higher level of leather, tools, liquids, buckles, D's, O squares, all those things I've been talking about. Actually, it's a good point. So appreciate that comment. I really do appreciate that comment. But again, friendly competition. We all get to see each other at shows, absolutely, and visit and say hello and what's going on over there and what's going on over there. We don't say much. We're in different camps, right? But nonetheless, they're great folks. And everybody is. Everybody is. So, okay, okay. Let's see. Oh, night for today. I sat down once to make a list for these are my standard 1-inch brass, etc. Okay, what a great plan. It's a good plan. Got distracted. I, I saw that coming just because, yeah, I got distracted, bought stuff, never wrote anything down. I know. I'm with you. Noble attempt, though. Noble attempt. Maybe the next time, maybe we take it a step further and we get more. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. All right. Yeah. We've met. I know me. Let's see. Um, Charles Scott coming in late. No problem. Come in anytime. Dalton, Georgia. Oh, not far from me. Not far from me. Let's see. Oh, nice. Black Pine Leather Company. We were as let's see, the Dot brand snaps through OTB. I love them. Have bins full now. Still find I don't have enough sizes. Boy, did I open a can of worms. But not really. It's the point. Like I said, or is that just me? It's not just us. These things happen to everybody. And I feel like, it kind of helps to bring it out because again, oh, good. It's not just me, that does this. So I hope that's how everybody feels about that. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Todd Kamuff. Todd, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If I'm not, please forgive me. That's the rudest thing I can do. But Todd, nonetheless, glad you're with us. Getting ready to make my trip from Lexington, Kentucky to Weaver next week or two. Going to be buying the 8-ton press. Oh, you're going to love it. Oh, thought about bringing it back but going to decide against it, not fit in the car. Yeah, that would be a tough one. Trying to get that in the car. Exactly right. Let's see. Laura Race, very nice. And again, Laura, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Let's see. And I order online. Weaver's my first choice, but Rhymes with Candy is the only local store to me. That's absolutely. I wait for the day that Weaver has a grand opening in Atlanta or maybe closer to where I live. Laura, I'm pushing for the grand opening in Atlanta. I'll run that store. I would happily run that store and love every minute of it. Every minute of it. Hi, Carrie. Squirrel. Squirrel. That's exactly right. That and small shiny objects. Man. Let's see. Nan Parsons. Let's see. Any idea when the Ritza threads are coming in? Nan, I'm kind of disconnected to the mothership. I'm in Atlanta. I work from home. I don't, Nan, but you can always email customer service, and they're great folks. They're great folks. You'll have an answer back very quickly. Absolutely. Nan, I didn't realize the Ritha threads were out of stock. But good. Email them, and I'll do the same. I'll do the same, Nan. But thank you nonetheless for asking. Absolutely. Let's see. Rico brand. Wow. Namibia. Really? Oh, I bet. Bless your heart. Super expensive to import things from overseas. Thus, one has very limited options. Rico brand, I'm sorry to hear that, but it's a common issue. It's a common issue all over the world. It really is. Import taxes and tariffs, and then shipping. Canada. I made a sheath for a guy, a scabbard, a sword scabbard, custom scabbard. I think I charged him like $59, and I think it was $60 to ship it. I could have driven it to Canada for less money. And Rico brand, we're powerless to do anything about that, and it just kills me. Africa, Europe, South America, Central America, distributors, we could certainly, wow. Yeah. Yeah, that I'm sure that thought has, the folks on the top end of Weaver, They think of things I come up with 3 years ago. They're on it. They are on it. And yeah, so I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but we could keep our fingers crossed because I'd love to distribute, right? Do a tour of the distributors simply for sales. That's exactly right. I would do that. I would take that sacrifice to do that for everybody. Yeah, right. Let's see. Yeah, Ted Barker. Ted, is there a Weaver store in Houston area? No, Ted, this is our first retail store. It's actually at the plant. Houston would be number 2 on my list. I would run that store too. Grew up in Houston. Klein High School, graduated from Sam Houston State. Go Cats. Yeah, so I love Houston. Oh man. And 2 of my best friends still in Houston play golf on their Oculus with them a couple of nights a week, couple of rounds of golf. Um, yeah, that'd be my number 2 choice in a heartbeat. Uh, One of the things, and this is one of the things I mentioned a long time ago, talking with somebody at the company, the retail store, there's nothing compares. Catalog, website can't compare. And they brought up a good point. I was like, I don't like ordering online. I don't like ordering online. Um, Now, I mean, it's a printer cable. I don't care. Or, a ream of paper, blah, blah. But leather, lumber, that tires, things like this. Um, and they brought up a good point. You've ordered off a catalog since the 1920s. It's a valid point. Where I'm going with this is if you order from Weaver, you're going to get a good piece of leather. Trust us to pick you a good piece of leather. I think that's where I'm going with that is trust us to pick you a good piece of leather, and we will. Absolutely. I know most of the people in shipping, they're great folks. They are good. Everybody at Weaver is. It's everybody at Weaver, just great people. I love being up there. I miss not working there a lot. I work from home. How great is that? It's got a downside. It's got a couple of problems that we don't think about when we're working in our cubicle or our store doing rush hour, all that mess. It's got its problems, right? Yeah. Yeah. Did I shower yesterday? Or the more disturbing, did I shower the day before that? Yeah, that's one of them. Talking to your pets and expecting an answer, that's another one of them. Yeah. Let me tell you, the UPS guy, he didn't have time to stay and chat, right? So just scratching the surface there working from home. Anyway, so excuse me. There we go. Make sure we come back up on the audio. God, it's 3:42. We've just been talking. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's what we're doing. Uh let's see. Got behind. Got behind. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Catching up. Catching up. Sorry, y'all. I missed most of these. I apologize for that. Um, let's see. Ironclad Aussie is with us, asking a question there. Don't have an answer for that one. Um, let's see. Glorfindel. Come on, that's a good name. Oh man, yeah. Hey Chuck, my stuff is all packed while we move to a new house. Well, congratulations on that. And I won't be able to craft until July. I've been passing the time watching more of your videos, so thanks. Oh well, it's there. It's gonna be when you get into the new house. I love half of moving. The first half sucks. Getting rid of all this crap and moving and but then you get in the new house. You settle in, you get unpacked, then you get to set up your shop. Oh, Lord, I hope you have a great time with that. Oh, I hope you do. But congratulations on that. July's not that far away. It'll get here, but nonetheless, thanks for watching the videos. I hope they're a help to you. I sure do. Let's see. Ben Raphael from Vancouver, Canada, our friendly neighbors to the north. Nice. Glad you're with us. Glad you're with us. Let's see. Okay, Darzal. Let's I hope I'm saying that correctly, but I don't care. I'm glad you're with us. That's all that matters. My issue is with the ordering leather is being new to the craft. It's hard to get what yeah, it's okay. You're Darzal. That is the big problem with ordering online or via catalog. You don't get to touch it and feel it. Um, but it's a bigger problem than that. I think out of here. Um, because in a retail store, you knew, oh, first off, for the folks that are new, you get to walk through that store and touch and feel. By the time you go from the front to the back of that store, you're already starting to get a feel for weights, textures, body, types of tannage, chromes, veg, because you're feeling it. And it's such a tactile thing to us, the leather crafters. In a retail store, I swear, the older folks would walk through, they wouldn't necessarily look at a piece of leather. They're kind of walking down the aisle and their hands are feeling that leather because you can tell so much from your touch. The weight, the body, does it have a grain to it? The flesh side, is it a good clean skive or is it fuzzy? The weight to it. Darzal, okay, try this. We have something I think that's going to be a big help to you. You could order a sample of all the leathers we carry. And it's not this dinky little 3/4 inch swatch. Who gives a crap about that? No, I think it's actually like a 2 by 2 inch piece or maybe a larger. Um, look when you look at a piece of leather, like you might be like, say, our Weaver Select Natural Strap. That's kind of expensive. Let's do this. Let's back up. Um, look at the single shoulders. Like most likely you want to stamp or tool or dye or top coat or antique or wet mold. Um, look for your natural veg tan. Look for our single shoulders. It's a piece about this big. It's about 7 or 8 square feet. To me, it's one of the best bargains in leathercraft. We've been buying these sides or these single shoulders from the same company since the day we started 50 years ago. They know what they're doing. The price is right, and it's a good quality leather. Okay, that I would say start there because we've got multiple weights. Okay, if you place an order, um, look at a couple of other pieces of leather, and you'll see where I'm going with this. But maybe in another piece of leather, say if it's got multiple weights, get you a couple of different weights because this is immediately going to get you to start feeling the weight of leathers. It's not hard. You'll be a pro at guessing weights here in no time. It just takes working with them a little bit. And here's something else that's going to help. And you're going to use a leather. Like say we're going to make a small belt pouch. We use an 8 to 9 ounce. That's way too heavy. Well, yes and no. But now you know that. Maybe I'm going to back down to a 4 to 5 ounce, a standard. Okay, 8 to 9 ounce standard belt weight, 4 to 5 ounce standard pouch weight. Um, so now you bump down to a 4 to 5. We make that same pouch. It works, but well, it's a little light. It's a little flimsy. We're fine tuning, but now you know what a 4 to 5 ounce and what an 8 to 9 ounce feels like. Everything from here out is just fine tuning for what you think that pouch or that belt or that backpack, what you think it ought to feel like. So, um, I might say if you don't want to get too complicated, um, order a swatch of a natural veg tan, 8 to 9 ounce, 4 to 5 ounce, and 2 to 3 ounce. Right there, you're going to start getting the feel because I rarely ever use a 6 to 7 ounce. Um, 2 to 3 ounce is a common is a garment weight, but I tend to work more in the chrome tans because I like to tool and stamp and dye. So I don't use a lot of 2 to 3 ounce. So really, we're kind of boiling it down. 4 to 5 ounce, 8 to 9 ounce. If you have those two in your shop, you can make pretty much anything. You really can. But you'll get a feel for it. As you work with these, you'll get a feel. Too light, too heavy, too much body, too little. You'll get the feel for that. You'll get the feel for that. So order some swatches and see what you think. And also, too, it's a big enough swatch. Like if you get a veg tan, it's big enough to case it or to wet it or to add a little dye, maybe do a little stamping, see how it accepts a stamp or maybe some dye, antique top coat. It's a perfect little piece to kind of get a feel for that leather. So see if that helps. See if that helps out. So, boy, went off on a rant on that one, but it's a great program because you can feel the leather before you buy it. Before you spend a couple $100 on a really nice piece of leather, you can feel it. You can look at it, see it, right? Okay. Anyway, okay. So I know I'm gonna roll on that one, but nonetheless, good program. Try that, and for everybody else too. It kind of gets pushed to the side. I've kind of forgotten that we do that, but it's a great program. Anyway, okay. Uh, let's see. Oh, Crystal Hennington. Let's see. Oh, bless your heart on that one. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, thank you. Uh, Let's see. Oh, lost my way here. Oh, chaos is fun. Well, first off, I'm glad you're with us, but you're exactly right. It's a valid point. Always confused me first starting out watching videos using ounces. Being in the UK, it's all millimeters. Yeah, on our website, I'm certain. I haven't seen it, but on our website, in our catalog, right up front is a comparison chart that shows you weight, thickness, inches, thickness in millimeters, and then I think irons, and then maybe stone. Those are two old school measurements. Don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that. I may be thinking of a much older chart, but nonetheless, I'm sure on our website and definitely in our catalog is a comparison chart, and that'll help you out. That'll help out. But you're exactly right. I didn't think about that. That can be confusing because even 8 to 9 ounce, don't hold me to this because I've always been a little confused on this point because I've heard a couple of different reasons. Back in the day, leather was weighted because a square foot would weigh, like if it weighed an ounce, that was 1 ounce leather. Or if it weighed 9 ounces, it was a 9 ounce leather. But that doesn't hold true anymore because now we've got like Latigo. It's stuffed with wax, and we've got leathers with oils. Um, so that doesn't really hold true anymore. Um, but if we think back, 8 to 9 ounce is about an eighth of an inch. It's about an eighth of an inch. So that'd be what, about 4 millimeters, maybe 3 millimeters, give or take. Where I'm going with this is an 8 to 9 ounce. It's called that because it could be on the lower end of the eights or it could be on the higher end of the nines. Like if you buy a side at Weaver, I'm pretty sure I've gauged these. I've got a great gauge. I've got 2 or 3 gauges. I've gauged Weaver butt to neck, and it's like that much of a difference. I mean, minuscule difference in the weight. With a cheaper leather, and I've done this, is on the butt end, it's like maybe 8 to 9 ounce. On the neck end, it's 12, 13 ounce, right? That's quality. That's quality. But at Weaver, count on a good, consistent piece of leather because that's quality. Now, if we are a little bit thicker on the neck end or the butt end, that just is, it is what it is. But at Weaver, you're going to get a quality piece. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Viking Lady Designs responding to Spastic Geek. I missed that one. I'm not going to jump into it. Uh, oh gosh. Yeah, you're right. Who doesn't have 15 rolls of leather? And I mean, I'm just talking rolls. I'm not talking about folded leather. Crap, what time is it? 3:52. Ah, I'm just rolling here. Okay. I said this was going to be interesting. Okay, let's do this because this is something simple. Something simple. It's a little leather knot that holds our rolls of leather. Ooh, good segue, Chuck. Yeah, that wasn't planned. The thing is with this little knot, I simply pop it and can unroll the leather and use this again. I don't have to cut it, but it's super easy to do again. And I'll show you how this is done. But all I have to do is bring this around my leather. I'm going to take it through that loop, right? And through there, I'm going to take this piece and loop it back through. Basically, it's just a slip knot. But now when I shake the leather, and this is a small roll, but when I shake it, yeah, because I didn't want to have a whole side. When I shake it, it comes out tight. Okay. That's a great way to tie your rolls of leather. And this is just this is plumb line. I just buy this because it's pretty. I mean, it doesn't matter what you get. You can get thin, inexpensive twine. But to make one of these, all we're going to do, let's take one end. I'm going to fold it back and let's just make a loop and back through. There we go. And that's it. So we roll this around, we go through, we make our loop, let the leather roll out till it's tight. And that is such a great way. I've got these all over my shop. I've got a nail over there with 10 or 12 of them, but it's so easy to do. And it's an easy way to keep our leather in a roll and leather organized. Okay, I said we're going to do one more trick or tip here. Right here. And this is one that came to mind the other day because line 24 snaps to find a longer post, almost impossible to do. They'll do an 8 to 9 ounce, but if we're at like a 9, 10, 10 to 11, what's happening is we're maxing out that snap and the post is not getting all the way through the leather. Snap's not going to set. Here's the way. Now, this isn't going to work on 13 to 15 ounce like a saddle skirting, but it has saved my butt in a lot of situations. Because say we got a little heavier, 8 to 9, or maybe we're bumping up into a 9 to 10 and we're going to do a belt. Well, our snap post, the line 24, is just not going to make it. So what we can do, let's over punch our hole. You'll see where I'm going with this. I'm going to use the largest tube on my revolving punch, and I'm going to over punch that, okay? Then I'm either going to take a ball peen. I don't know if we can see this. Typically, I use a ball peen, and I'm going to hammer the leather around the hole. We can also use that's a copper rivet and burr setter. That's actually almost perfect. We can lay that on that hole, hammer that down a little bit. All we need is just about a 16th of an inch, but we can do it. We can hammer that down. Let's make sure it's somewhat consistent on there. That gives us just enough room to set that line 24 snap on a heavier leather. Now we over punch it because as we hammer this down, that hole's going to shrink a little bit. So that's why we over punch it. But that saved my butt a million times because we just need that much more. We just need that much more room to get that line 20 to sit down. That will do it for us. Okay, so let's see. Crystal Hennington, bless your heart. Let's see, for tying the leather trick tip. Bury up. Yeah, it is. I hope that helped. I hope it was legible. Understandable. With this little piece of leather, it doesn't really work, but if you tie it a little tighter and tie that just somewhat tight, just shake it and the leather will unroll and it'll make it very tight. One more trick or tip. Let's see, 356. Just for the new folks, or most of us too, non-leather tool, cheap, simple jigsaw. I thought about this because I used it this morning. We can cut all kinds of things in our shop with this. Blanks, particularly, we can cut all kinds of blanks, but also too, with the poly cutting boards, as they get chewed up, the jigsaw just mows through that. We can make little smaller cutting boards, things that'll like say we need to punch a hole. We make a pouch. We're not going to set our closure until we bring that flap over so we know it's a perfect fit. Just put one of those in that pocket, then we can punch our hole with that. Makes the whole thing very simple. I know I'm rolling here. It's just there's too much to say. Okay, one more. Product of the week. We got to say this because, we haven't even done fan page yet. Crap. See, here's my problem with videos. They'd be so much shorter if I could just shut up, right? Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, one more. Here's a project coming up. Oh, isn't that pretty? We're going to do a tablet case. Oh, this is our new Western Crunch leather. I love it. 4 colors. Can't decide which way to go for this, but I sure like that blue with the antique nickel. Anyway, all right, so let's see, jump over here to, I'm going to have to talk fast now because I don't want to go into y'all's time, and that's 3 minutes away. All right, notes from the boss. Here we go. Right now, we're offering 15% off deer tan cowhide. In parentheses, I know this is a Chuck favorite. Okay. Use promo code FLASH SALE. FLASHSALE. Deer tan cow. It's one of my favorite all-time leathers. Okay, because, all right, if you're not familiar with deer tan cow, I love deer skin. Real deer. Love it. But if you think of chamois, very supple. That's the original or the traditional tannage of a deer. Super supple. Problem is, deer, it's a wild animal. Going to be a lot of range marks, scars, blemishes. Secondly, it's a smaller animal, so it's going to be relatively very expensive. Deer tan cow. So the tanner is going to take this, and did we just do this as a product of the week? Anyway, well, whatever. Anyway, so the tannery is going to tan cowhide to feel like the traditional tannage of deer. So now we have cow. We've got this big side of leather, but also almost no blemishes on this. Now, one of the things I love about the natural deer is the torn edge, that natural edge. Love it. Pouch flaps, right? Well, one of the great things about the deer tan cow, we've still got a good natural edge on that. Oh, for pouches, for all kinds of things. Cloak mantle on them, or the cloak, the base on a cloak. Oh, we could roll on that one. Anyway, that's the point of the deer tan cow. Much less expensive than deer because now it's a cow. Again, we can cut big panels, few blemishes, and so much less expensive. And we've got it in some pretty colors. gold, black, brown, and white. I love the white. I love the white. Anyway, so 15% off on the Deer Tan Cow on the website and the promo code flash sale. Last one, grand opening is right around the corner, about 2 weeks away. Yeah, so maybe mention that everyone is invited to our flagship store in Millersburg, Ohio. We will be having classes, tours, food trucks, door prizes, grand prize giveaways, and much more. I don't even know what's all is involved in this. I just know I need to be there and when I need to be there. That's all I need to know. It kind of is. I'm a guy. We're pretty pragmatic. It's like going to the grocery store. The grocery store, their psychology doesn't work on me because how they put the milk back there and whatever things you need. No, if it's not on the list, I don't buy it. That's the end of it. My wife hates going shopping with me because she wants to browse. No, go get what you need and move on with your day, right? So anyway, all right, y'all. I think that's as much as we can do for now. Got some great videos coming up, or you know what? I'll leave that to y'all to decide if they're great videos. So anyway, man, why doesn't work time go this fast? I'm going to leave this open for a couple minutes because these ghosts go by so fast, I can't see them, and I hate that. But look, and I just want to just kick back, put my feet up, get a cup of coffee, and start reading. Anyway, so I'm going to leave this open for a few minutes. Fan page, it's the Chuck Dorsett fan page on Facebook, easy to find. If you've got a question and you need an answer soon, put it on the fan page. You're going to get some great answers from some great folks. If you've got to get in touch with me, there's always, we've got the web address, I know I'm talking too fast now. On our website, there's a general email address there. If you send it to that, it will get to me. Man, this time goes by fast, and I love every minute of it, and I hope y'all feel the same way, to get together with y'all. We're kind of lone wolves, so it's really special when we get together. Hallelujah. All right, y'all. So, 2 weeks away, I'm going to have some fun stuff to look at. We're going to have to talk about 2 weeks away. No, we're not. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. Because I'll be at the grand opening that day. We'll figure it out. I'll be here. Doesn't matter. I'll be here. We'll see if we can get a good background going. I'd like the production department behind us. Yeah. Anyway, we've got a clicker that's a double-headed clicker. You can feel that thing when it... Oh, anyway. All right, y'all. So it's been an absolute blast to spend this time with you. Liana S., Ironclad Aussie, Viking Lady Designs, Glorf Bendel, Paul Jewell, Leslie Mills. I just want to say hi to everybody, and thank you for joining us. Thanks for making this what it is. Y'all, love every minute of it. And I'll do my best to get some fun stuff for 2 weeks out. Y'all have a great evening, great weekend. Hope you have something great on your table to work on. And if you do, put it on the fan page. All of us would love to see that. Y'all, been a great time. Love y'all. Oh, good luck with your projects, right? All right, so bye, y'all.